Hello there guys, this is Draco. Once again we're taking the Merfolk back into action, and of course, as always, we are hoping to get the trophy. This time around I haven't really changed that much into the list. I actually think that last time we had a really good run with this Mono Blue list, and I gotta say that if I was to choose a list to go with the turn right now, I think this is pretty good. We are using some of the best spells we have available for us now. Showdown is the best card in the deck. We can protect with spells with the 4 Solstices and 4th Negation, so when we finally get this strong card down, we can start chaining this into value. We have 3 Glasspool Mimics, which is just some secondary copies of our Lord of Atlantis and our Master of Pearl Trident. Typically that's when you want to copy with this, and they can also just act as lands in the early game. Trixis is for interaction, both early against Ragavan's or later against something like Dragonred Channeler. Just tapping down a Merfolk or a Tarmogoyf is also really good against this. We have the Masters and the Lord of Atlantis that provides our team with +1/+1 and evasion from the Island Walk, which we can grant in this deck in 6 ways. We have 4 Tide Chippers, which are not only great at killing off Ursa Saga or being an early threat for 1 mana, where if your opponents have islands, they're just a 2/2, but also it's great for mana denying your opponent and also granting unblockable to your team. And we have 2 Spreading Seas as well, which is the same effect but on a card that just replaces itself. Silver Advent is actually a really great way of maintaining card parity and card advantage, because you play this out, giving yourself a threat, and you are exchanging this right away. And of course, Ether Vials to get all these creatures out faster. This deck is definitely a tempo-based deck that can stall your opponent a bit with mana denial or tapping down or force and subtlety, and then you'll be able to push through damage really fast. On the sideboard we have a couple of Flusterstorm, which I think is one of the best pieces of counter magic in Modern at the moment. Not only is it great against a lot of the spells in general that's running around, but especially against Cascade, which is big right now with the Living End deck and the Rhinos deck. This is just a really strong card to be able to use in that, because it's countering the Cascade effect, no matter if they have a counterspell or not, because it'll copy itself. One counterspell that can be a bit weird, but I just think that it's a great card to slot in here and there. It's not amazing at the moment, but it's just fine when you just need some card that can be used against either control or combo. 1 Brazen Borrow, 2 Kiras, which are again really strong at the moment because there are a lot of spot removal. 3 pieces of removal from Dismember. This can, of course, primarily it's to do something early against Ragavan, but actually it's also pretty good against something like Omnath. And there's several targets you want to be able to dismember in this metagame, and the big challenge for this deck is that we really lack removal, so the Dismember is our best option. And the cool thing about Dismember compared to other 1 mana removal spells is that Chalice of the Void is a great card in this deck, because you have very few cards you cast for 1. Chalice of the Void can be used for 0 against the Cascade decks, which is of course really strong, but in this deck it shines more than in all other Modern decks, because you're able to use it a lot for on 1 mana. So you pay 2 mana, and then it's Chalice of the Void for 1. This is strong against Merfolk, it's strong against the Rakdos midrange decks, it's strong against Death the Rakdos deck with the 1 mana creature. I can't remember right now what it's called. That's big when you have low life. This card is so good in all the matchups with 1 mana spells, and then you can just side out a couple of Ether Vials or Tide Chippers. But the Tide Chippers, it's also, you're able to play them through the cavern, even though that's just Chalice on 1. And my point about Dismember was that if you play Dismember, you only pay 1 mana, but it's technically a 3 casting cost spell, so it won't get counted by the Chalice of the Void. For the sideboard, we also have 2 Unlicensed Hearths and 1 Relic, just a mix of Graveyard Hate. This could be different. I think Unlicensed Hearths is really good, but don't want to have too much of it. So let's just take this into action, and I really want to get a trophy. So let's see if we can get lucky and, of course, good, and play this Modern League and pilot this deck to a strong finish. Okay, round 1. This hand is absolutely fine. We're up against someone with a 60 card deck, which means that it's not your end. So we can definitely keep this hand, and we're on the draw, which gives us a bit more information. There's a situation where we could play out the Tidechipper for 1 here. Goblin Guide. Okay, so actually I am considering in this specific case, should we try to subtlety this? I actually think we should. I can definitely see us pitching a Spreading Seas. This is against burn, so we wanna keep our life total as high as possible. And then we can Glassblue Mimic on 1 instead. I think that's better. Spreading Seas is actually not at its worst in this matchup, because you can definitely mana deny them a bit, because they have these, Boros cards, and they have these other things they're doing. So we stall them a turn here. Okay, Mutavault is interesting. We don't want to play. We don't want to play the Tidechipper for 1 because it can't block anyways, and there's no way we can get an island over there. So the consideration is: are we happy with this? I want to play the Adept on 2, but I think I want to make sure that we have lands to put down tricks. So we're gonna take 2 points of damage next turn. Rift Bolt. Okay, Glassblue Mimic on the top, so I'm happy I chose to do it this way around. And now we can resolve the Adept, which is absolutely fine play. Yeah, we want to play the Adept here because playing the Tidechipper is pretty lackluster. I actually should have played the island instead of the Mutavault. Yeah, definitely should have done that, especially now drawing another Tidechipper. But next time we can actually Tidechipper, double Tidechipper. I think that's pretty cool. So he's gonna Rift Ball us. I think he's gonna Rift Ball us at our dome, right at us. Is that like weird? I'm gonna put it over here. It's a bit weird. The weird light is weird. Okay. So one thing could be a Serum Blaze there, that would be horrible. Then we go to 10. No Serum Blaze, so we can trade here. Master of the Pearl Trident. Okay, no value from the Goblin Guard, that's a fortune. Now we want to start denying him his mana here. He can of course use it right now. But he has to consider killing the Tidechipper instead. Maybe he's cracking the Lightning Helix on us, okay. This gives us 2/2/2s, and next turn we draw land we can master. Hit him for 9. killing him in 2 turns. I like that. His draw is pretty potent as well. We're gonna hopefully punish his. We can punish his Sunbaked Canyons here. They're gonna hurt a lot here. Land. Perfect. Land is so great. Now we are able to play a master. And attack in for 9. So now he kind of has to kill off the master, otherwise he's gonna take too much damage. Okay, he's just gonna hit us. You can see he is pretty under much pressure here. So he's dead next turn. He has 1 spell in his hand. He has only the canyons to provide mana. That's a blue mana. And he has to cycle the canyon. You can see he can't win here. Now he has to draw, kill the master. Otherwise he dies straight up. Last time I sided in Chalice, and I don't think that worked really well for me. So I think I rather want to side in Flusterstorm. Kiras are not that great because what are actually gonna counter, you know? And Subtleties, even though they were pretty good here, are not at its best either. Ooh, I'm selling old stuff at the moment. From this auction site, and that just came a bit from one of my things. Maybe I'm gonna get lucky. It's all weird old stuff. I have an old Xbox 360 which I'm not using anymore. Maybe that's the one that got a bit. Okay, 2 Flusterstorms in. That's the only thing I want to get in, so I can cut. I thought Subtlety is decent but not amazing. Frostration are great. Let's cut 1 Subtlety and we can cut 1 Lord. We want to be more controlled. Maybe we're going to cut 2 Lords actually. I think I want to cut the Lord of Atlantis instead. Keep the Subtlety in there. Yeah, I know people want us to cut the Seas, but I don't like. I like using Seas in this matchup. It seems like a normal logical cut to cut the Seas, and maybe on the draw it can be argued to do that. But I think the Seas are pretty decent because all of they have no you know. Come on, land? No. Force negation. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, he's gonna hit it a couple of times with this one. So Spreading Seas, he have no. All his cards are costing, you know, 1 red or 1 red and 1 white or 2 red, stuff like that. So that means that his mana can be easily denied if you have Spreading Seas. Ooh, Eidolon, that's the worst card you could have. Lucky for us, we have an Ether Vial. We're gonna take some damage from this Eidolon. Land? Subtlety, okay, that's 1 turn too late. I would definitely Subtlety the Eidolon. Okay. We have to play something here, so we're gonna take 2 points of damage. And then next turn we can start doing a lot of stuff. This is actually one of the cases where it might be meaningful to tie Chipper, because I don't think I wanna. What's the point of Ether Vialing in a tie Chipper? Doesn't really make any sense. Alternatively, we could Trickster just to avoid taking any points of damage. We're gonna take 2 then, but we can tap down the Eidolon. But I think I want to make sure that I can adapt. If I had a Lord here, it would be pretty nice to play a Lord. We're gonna play Tide Shaper. We're gonna trade with whatever he plays here. Cycle asks in the chat, what's the reason to cut subtlety on the draw? You think it's way better on the play? Yeah, it's definitely better. It's definitely better on the draw. I agree. And we didn't cut them either. We were considering it. We cut the lords instead. Perfect, Kevin. So I have to do like this. Oh, Mystical Potato, welcome. No problem, Cycle, but I totally agree with you. That's why I brought them back in. Ooh, another one. Rolling Vortex. That's a force negation target. Yes. Now I think I want to discard Subtlety. We have so much action here. Yeah, now the Subtlety doesn't really isn't important for us anymore. So we have the Trickster to tap down here, but we don't want to do that yet. If you want to use 2 spells on the Svedum, be my guest. That's fine. We just have to put on some pressure now. Riftbolt comes in, so we are technically on 9. This is where we have to keep steady. We're gonna put down the adder so we see if we can get some options here. No need to tick this up, pile up. We have so many 2-drops. Okay, that was one reason. Don't think I want to do it nonetheless. We can just play the Mimic instead. Yeah, Warlock Growth, that's not the worst. We don't want to use it to ping ourselves though. Okay, he probably has a burn spell here. So if I Glasspool Mimic in hopes of copying the Adept, I just think that makes a lot of sense to do. Then I can either Violin the Trickster. Okay, that's fine. Lord? Perfect. Now we just want to smash as much face as possible. Okay, he's trading. I should probably have played the Warlock Grove. So we go to 9 here. Boing! Pachang! 4 cards, that's technically lethal. This is where I really wanted to have the Spreading Seas. Searing Blaze, that's really strong here. So we go to 6. We could be decked next turn. We need to draw Force Negation. We should have started the counterspell, of course. Well, Flusterstorm, we can also get the Flusterstorm. No, why not? We have 2 draws here. Start by cracking this, actually. So let's see, that's not it. Damn. Okay, this looks grim now. Okay, he has one turn, but he can do it. Just 2 burn spells and that's it. I guess he got it. Unfortunately, we couldn't draw the extra one. Damn. Let's get in the counter spell. I don't know why I didn't take that in before. Now we can cut 1 subtlety. I think we're on the play here. We're a bit faster. That was so tight. Okay. It's up in the air, it's not great, but it's a hand. It has 7 cards of magic. 7 cards you use to play magic cards. I think I actually let this happen. We take 1 point of damage here, and the next turn we'll trickster it. Let's change my plan a bit here. I like this play because now he needs to have let's see what he can do here. It's not good. Okay, so we need to raise. Damn. Okay, that's really hard. Okay, let's draw land here. Land. Okay, not the worst. So if we use a subtlety, we'll get a lot of damage. We take a lot of damage here. Oh my god, I think we lost this here. We should have definitely got one dead for the first one. Okay, so I don't think we can subtlety anything because of this card. That's just too much damage. So I rather want to tap one of them down when he attacks now. Not loving this position here. Get me to draw land here again. The question is if we go for this point of damage here, then he's going down to 13. 12, and then we can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe that's not even worth it right now. Maybe I stay back with the trickster and just jump with that one. So So he's got 15. He takes 5, goes to 12, then wait a minute. He goes to 12 if we do like this. Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna, I think we just have to jump on here to don't take too much damage. Hi, BioBear. Nice to have you in the chat. So I think he's the tight shipper. That was, of course, annoying. We can't sit back and do nothing. But if we play this here, we have a 4/5 and we can draw a card from this. Hopefully we can draw a land so we can play down the Ether Vial. The other thing, we need to attack with Svedum. Then we have a 3/3 blocker and we have a Flusterstorm. Otavara is pretty nice. So Otavara only costs 3 to cast. And the big question is if it's better to be able to cast it, to bounce the Rolling Vortex. Or is it better to cast Ether Vial now and then hold up Flusterstorm? I don't think the Ether Vial is going to be relevant in this game. But is it relevant to Otavara, this Rolling Vortex? That's the big question. We definitely want to hold up Flusterstorm. We need to protect the Trickster here. Yeah, I think I want to keep the Otavara for now. We can play it next turn if it's relevant. Okay, so 12 here. Unfortunately, we can't get unblockable. So Lever Spike. Yeah, that's really good. So the big problem here is that he can get the Prowess triggers. So I think I want to double block one of them. And then I'll take 3 points of damage. Yeah, so that here. How do I win this? Okay. Let's say he has one removal spell, one burn spell. we can counter that, so we don't die to that one. We can't take the points of damage from the monster Swift, but we can only take 1, so we have to throw away our Trickster. 4, 5, 6, so we only do 6 points of damage next turn. Yeah, we definitely need to just block the Trickster. Maybe the Master as well. I think we have to do this, like this. Another Searing place, maybe? Wait, what happened? Okay. Oh, he didn't pay the trigger. Yeah, okay. Well. So he just did it to activate the monster Swift. Okay. Fair enough. That's fine, so we still have the Flusterstorm, that's pretty good. Land here. Not the right land, but a land though. So we have to Otavara for 3. And then Flusterstorm. We do 5 points of damage. He's gonna take. Yeah, so we can bounce the Swift Spear when he attacks. Yeah, Otavara, and then we can counter the spell he uses, and we can block with the Svealoon. And then we go to 1 next turn. And he takes 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have to attack with both. That's our only chance of winning. Damn. Suddenly a really, really tough game against this one here. We can also, of course, draw something here. Trickster would be nice. That's a land. Okay. That's unfortunate. Damn, son. What annoying. How annoying this. So sadly he can pay this. You need to have something like a 2 mana, 2 burn spell here. Damn. Okay. That was not enjoyable. We were so close to winning game 2, and in game 3 we should have definitely solitude the Monastery Swiftbeard early. That would have changed the game enough to for us to win, actually. So that was the mistake we did here. And that's how it is in Modern. If you do like a small mistake, it's gonna punish you. But we'll be right back for round 2. Let's see if we can bounce back. Round 2, and it's Crypty C2, and we won the die roll. We can definitely... kind of a slow hand here, but... yeah, this is actually really not a very interesting hand. I think we need to... this is actually a consideration to mulligan this. Yeah, I think we keep it. We keep it, and hopefully these tricksters can do work. If it's like Murktide or Grixis Death Shadow, it's good to hold tricksters on Ragamans early. And I think that this might even be a Ragavan. No. Oh, damn. Okay. So this is Amulet Titan. Been some time since I played against this matchup. Normally, I think we have a pretty good matchup. Mutavault. We don't want to play that here. We're just gonna tap down the Boros Grazer. Luckily, he didn't have any amulet early. Is it Scape Shift? Dryad of the Lycian Grove. Yeah, I think we need to subtlety that. But subtlety on a Dryad is like, this card is coming back hard, and subtletying on a Primeval Titan is just so much better. But maybe for this one time, I think it makes sense to do it. He has a pretty slow draw. This could actually really speed him up. I think there's an argument first for holding the subtlety for the Titan. Yeah, I agree, Cycle. Let's try that. Yeah, we can't. The problem with Trickster play is that you can do that in his upkeep, because right now he'll be able to do it. We can't Trickster before he can use this ability. And we want to play Sphere Loom. We don't want Trickster next turn. So I think there's an argument for assaulting this and then playing Sphere Loom. Then he plays the Dryad next turn. And then he plays his 5th land. Then we are really close at... yeah, I think we need to try to do this here. This is a tight line. There's definitely a world where this is wrong. And maybe it's this world we're living in right here. On this earth, on this day. Let's see what he does. Yeah, on top, okay. That's not really a big surprise. Yeah, I still think we wanna try to punish his life total. I could definitely see this going differently. You know, try to avoid the Titan, but we have some draws here. That's another salty. That's perfect for us. by playing this here, we can easily attack. Yeah, but luckily we drew the subtlety. What is he considering here? Oh, I forgot, of course, this is unblockable. Yeah. Sometimes I forget the Dryad does that. We got island work. All these islands. Yeah, but that means that we are lethal next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're lethal next turn. We can miss 3 points of damage and still win the game. Do we have you Sakura Tribe Elder? Like this card? Okay. Not an impressive draw from the man. We were it for nothing. Mm-hmm. More subtleties. I don't even want to attack with the Mono Vault. Yeah, that was not the most impressive draw by that guy. We want to have the dismembers. Counter spell is good. I don't like all our other stuff. They're gonna silence some dismembers, but that's not enough for me to want to have Kira in there. The mana base, sometimes they're playing Ursa Saga, so I think I want to keep in my Spring Seas and Tide Shippers. Also to get unblockable is really good in this matchup. What else is there? What's not good? What want to cut here? Subtleties are amazing. Force Negation are a bit less so. We cut one of them, we can cut Glassbone Mimic. And we might just... I think Tricksters are pretty good. Pretty decent, actually. So but we can couple a couple of Masters. Also, just going all in Master way is also pretty nice. So Cycle says here we should try to take in Shadows of the Void for Pact Negation. That's pretty interesting. I mean, for Summoners Pact. We want to definitely hit the turn, especially on the draw here. We want to hit the Force Negations. I agree with that. Let's just cut a couple of one Trickster. And 2 Lords, we can live without those. That was an argument for Chalice for 0. I don't want to cut Seas until I know that they're not running Ursa Saga, but there's definitely an argument for that. Okay, this hand is kind of slow, but it's okay. We have Spreading Seas. If they have Ursa Saga, we have Force Negation. If they have turn 1. Amulet. The question is what we pitch with the Force if he plays turn 1. I think we should maybe just consider pitching the Force, the other Force. Okay, Valakut on 1 here. That's a pretty good target for Spring Seas. Cycle says in the chat that this hand looks exactly like we are on the Sea and Sky deck, the blue deck with running no Merfolk. And I actually agree with the man here. So this is kind of interesting. Of course, we drew the Master, then it gives us away that we are playing Merfolk. Then we draw the Ether. Look at this. Now we draw the Ether Vial. It's kind of rando. I think we need to play Spreading Seas here to make sure we hit our land drops. The question is if it's Valakut we're taking out or if it's this dual land here. This can take him off green, which is kind of random. Potentially pretty good. This is Valakut. We're so early again. I think I want to see if I can be lucky in denying him. We could definitely just... There's an argument just for saying, oh, we're gonna remove Valakut, but he's far away from doing anything Valakut. And now we hit the land drop, that's nice. We could play the Ether Vial or the Svedu next turn. Maybe it's actually the Ether Vial to take out and then just show full control. We don't want the speed. Okay, that's the green source. He's keeping some shady hands, this guy. He might dismember this. That would be annoying. No dismember, that's really fortunate for us. Cycle says in the chat that the Seas was great here because this only enters on tap if he has a forest. And I agree. Pretty insane. This is a case where I don't think I want to, you know, subtlety this. I want to hold the subtlety for the Titan here because I think I have a great turn next turn where I can attack 5 damage unblockable by playing the Master. Is this a dwarf totem? Look at this art. This guy, he got his lamp, he's ready to go. You want to go in there and see if there's crazy things in the dungeon. Also pretty nice dismember target. Gotta say. Pretty nice dismember target. He played it and played only one land, so he has 3 spells in hand. So actually, this is kind of not... Yeah, but these are all mountains because of the Valakut triggers and stuff like that. So I think I want to kill it here because he could resolve subtlety soon. Maybe I could should just wait actually, because we do have subtlety if he resolves it next turn. And the other line is much more damage. If he can just jump with the Svedu. If I don't play the Master here. There's also the line of playing the Ether Vial, the Dismember, and attacking with the Muda Vault. Then we get in for 2 damage at least and draw a card. Cycle has another line that's actually pretty interesting. Master first. Attack only with the Lord, dismember post-combat, and then play the Ether Vial. I actually like that line, that's pretty nice, because then you get in for damage. You develop your board. And you get to resolve Ether Vial and remove the Dryad. And we get to draw a card, nifty here. Could have been nice to draw a blue spell, so we could both force and subtlety here, but... Okay, now the... Okay, it's not coming in this turn. Something else is. Lightning Bolt on the Master. I think I'll let that happen. Do I let that happen? No, yeah, I don't really care that much about the... Do we side them outright? Where did my sideboard go? Okay, you should play the war trigger first. Play the ward, sir. Where's that? But is there? We took out 2 lords. Maybe we actually want to force this. No. I think I'll let it happen. I don't think it's worth it for Lightning Bolt. We are in great shape and we can attack in with the Mono Blue still. He only has a 1 mana card. Water Grove is pretty nice. The alternative line is of course not to attack with the Mono Blue. Hold up Subtlety Hardcast, which is also pretty cool to do. I think that's more nice here, just to be totally controlish. I think we are looking pretty good here. Okay, that we want to force. This is our card engine. And that's annoying. Now we have to pitch the other force to Subtlety, but I think it's worth it. Okay. I don't think I want to let this resolve, because he'll be able to play the Primeval Titan. We'll subtlety it, and then he can take from top and play it next turn. Let's start by drawing a card here to see what happens. Tidechipper, okay. I think we should force this. Then we have Subtlety up for the rest of the game, and there's the card engine going off here. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, no. We let it happen, and then we remove the Garen Brick. So we let it happen, and then we remove the Garen Brick with Tidechipper. No. He loses on the pact here, so check this out. So we let this resolve, and then we can remove the Garen Brick. They're gonna lose to pact. So I suspect he's gonna find Primeval Titan. Then we're gonna Reclamation Sage. Is that the card he found? To destroy an artifact. This is so lackluster, bro. Resolves. I don't see I should do anything about this. It's so bad. Now we can double Tidechipper just to be totally sure. Yeah, they could have taken the Spring Seas. That's actually right. We should have forced that one. Haha. That felt so nice. Dying to Summoner's Pact. Ouch. I love making people die to Summoner's Pact. I'm gonna give this game 2 thumbs up. That felt like, you know, us just having total control over the guys at the other end of the table there. And we'll be right back for round 3. And we are right here in round 3 against a CNA. And this hand is absolutely keepable. We got stuff going on. We got things to do. And we are on the draw. This is actually one of the hands where I like to be on the draw. Oh, Sagi, you're from Austria. I love Austria. I've been there a lot, especially in the wintertime, to go on the slopes. Skiing is one of my favorite pastimes. Oh no. Again? They're coming back. Coming back. So if people haven't been... Look at this. Ursa, okay. If people haven't been in Europe's skiing, Austria is one of the best places you can go. So because of the Ursa Saga, I want to keep the Tidekeeper for next turn. In this case, we just want to play out an island and say Gouye. Yes. He might make a construct, but the Trickster can take care of that if that's ever a problem. Really nice to be able to take out the Ursa Saga before he finds the Amulet. You know, I think these guys, when they look at the Ursa Saga, they think, okay, I'm gonna keep this hand because it allows me to, even though I don't have an Amulet in hand, I can find it with the Ursa Saga. But not today, bro. Not today. It's interesting when this card broke and then they start, people were like, this card is so insane. And yeah, it's really, really good. I get it. It's so good. But I don't see a reason why it should be banned. It's not like dominant that way. It provides some power to some strategies which are not necessarily top tier. Of course, Hammer Time gets a lot from this card, of course. Summoner's Pact. What is he finding here? This is the same again. He's summoning pacting now. I'll let it happen. And then... Yeah, do that. We win this game. Really, is this the theme of the thing here? Insta resolve. Another Ursa Saga, okay. And he plays the Dryad, we salty it, and then we kill off the Ursa Saga and he's dead. This is a high risk play, this one. Subtlety. Let's just exile one of the lords. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Lil. Best subtlety ever. God. These guys, they keep falling for it. It's the same trap. It's the same trap, but okay, the only thing he saw was an island, you know. Can he really expect this guy over here to be playing with 4 Mythic subtleties? Turn 1 win. Exactly. Exactly, turn 1 win. How? How did you do that? Same shenanigans again. And I think it was right to cut a couple of lords. Maybe it's even the Ether Vials, but Ether Vials is worse here because are we here to do pressure, and also is he siding in artifact, amulet of bigger stuff type like that, like the reclamation stage before? I think we're winning on the draw primarily when we subtlety. So we can cut 2 of these, 2 lords maybe. I know this is pretty crazy, but I'm pretty crazy. Maybe we... Yeah. I'm gonna try this. I don't think either Vial is at its best in this matchup. It's not a matter of speed necessarily. Keep it. Oh, that was exactly what I was not hoping for. Let's lead by Mono Vault here. If we draw an island, we don't have to take the damage from the Warlock Grove then. It's a different game when they start. Oh, okay. Not even the best draw here. Okay, I think I want to start mana denying here. The problem is that he can bounce it, rendering it pretty unsuccessful. But why didn't he bounce it in the last turn then? And if we don't want things to be bounced, we can Civical Adept instead. Spring Seas gives me a draw, which means I can keep making my land drops, which I think is necessary. So this is pretty boring to do, but I think we need to do it. Dismember. Okay. So it's meant we hit our land drop. That's nice. And there's definitely a consideration for Tidechipper and Tidechipper the forest. We could do that. If I had these value, I would have played it here. We can also just adapt. I think Tidechipper in the forest and just passing, holding up Dismember is fine. I don't want to use the last Tidechipper because he has Ursa Saga in his deck. So let's start by doing this. Maybe this is annoying for him. He has 2 islands now. If he doesn't draw lanes, yeah, he didn't draw lanes. I had a feeling that he was mana screwed like that, mana denied. Nice. I think we want to just pressure as much damage as possible here. We don't have to hold up subtlety, that's pretty awkward to do. So we could either we want to, I think maybe we should just develop our board here. We could play the Lord and the Adept. See what's happening. Because I'm also considering attacking with the Mono Vault, but I don't think that's necessarily the best line right now. So let's just do it like this. And we're throwing a lot of damage pretty fast. And these threats are unblockable. Double Dismember wasn't what I was hoping for to see here. Maybe. Ooh. Here comes the Dryad. Nothing yet, okay. Okay, that makes it easier for me to be me. No islands for you. All islands for you. No basic lands. Look at this. Oh my god, it was hard. It was hard for him to see that. Crushing Amulet Titan, huh? This is just... This feels pretty good. And we won the match. 2-2-0s against Amulet Titan today. Good to see. Don't hate the matchup, we have a lot of disruption. And we are right back into round 4. And I gotta say, so I gotta, of course, not the best draws we saw from the opponent. This guy had 2 Amulet of Vigor, but nothing to follow it up with. But I am not complaining. I'm just happy that we got a couple of wins there. And now we are 2-1 in the league. And I noticed that I found my stream decker up and running for people watching on Twitch. This means that now you are able to see the deck I'm running. This hand is pretty weird, but it gives us a lot of outs to draw well. We can play Minamo and Ethervile on one, maybe even Mutavault and Ethervile on one, then start attacking. And then we'll hold the Glasgow Mimic to play at some point from the Ethervile. So we'll actually keep this. The Glasgow Mimic can also be used to pitch to force. Hopefully this is not Thoughtseize, and it wasn't, so. Ragavan, this hand can't handle. This hand cannot handle a Ragavan, and I don't think we want to force anything at any point. So I think we need to subtlety this right now. A hand like this is I like it. It's pretty cool, but it's so reactionary that this Ragavan will just run away with the game. So we need to give them a 2-for-1 here. He'll probably put it on top, and then we can Ethervile next turn, and then we just have to draw. We just have to draw some action. And of course, as always, if you like the content I do here, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is where I put all my content out. It's youtube.com/c/Draco_wing, and it will really mean a lot to me if you subscribe there. He put it on top here. And that's exactly the kind of card we want to draw. So, because of the Trickster, I should play out Minamo. He'll play out Ragavan. Next turn, we can then Trickster the Ragavan, which is the right play. Generally, I really want to be able to Ethervile all my creatures in. So, for example, when I'm drawing a Trickster, I'm like, I have to wait on 2 counters on that one, but giving them a free hit with the Ragavan for 2 points of damage from the Mono Vault is not worth it. But notice here that he is land screwed, so... Okay, that's pretty nice. So he really needs to hit with the Ragavan. This is why this is a great play. And we'll just tap it down. No need to do anything funny business here. So that's why he was considering so much if you should put it on top, because he's missing land drops. Whoa, then that's pretty aggressive to put it on top. That means he definitely only has 1. Didn't he put it on top? Yeah, he put it on top with a 0-lander. That's absolutely nuts. Okay, Trickster. And begin combat. He's gonna think this is kind of annoying, because this was his out. He was like, I have to get these nice treasures. This monkey's gonna steal some treasure from me, which is gonna win me the game. And I say, no theft. Don't be a burglar. Yes. And now we're doing it here. Oh, he drew a land. Stonefish Mystic. Oof. Oof. Don't like to see that. This could be card complete coming in. Sword of Fire and Ice, okay. At least it's not coming down next turn. So I think our line is we want a Glassbone Mimic when he attaches the sword of Fire and Ice to something. And if we want to do that, then we should play the Mutavault as our blocker and attack with the tricks to push damage. He might attack into our Mutavault and then we can surprise him with the Lord of Atlantis. That means that we're gonna lose 1 point of damage, but I think it's worth it. So let's just attack with the Trickster here. We want to win fast because we can't handle that sword in the long run. Let's see, Lord of Atlantis being used as a combat trick. I will give my creature +1/+1. Okay, that worked. If he has a removal spell for the Lord of Atlantis, the Mutavault is gonna die now, but... Ouch, he did. He had a little removal spell, so he's gonna kill the Lord and the Mutavault. No, yeah, he can wipe my board here. Okay, that's how it is. That's the best. That's like the best Fury I ever seen. So, yes, you wipe the board. This is a 3-for-1 with the Fury. It is a good card. Now we have nothing to copy. We can ephemerate it. Okay. So that means that. Yeah, he has a double striker. Yeah, all of this is great. We have to keep this on 2 now. Yeah, I think he got it. That's perfect. Well played with the Fury. So Assault stays in there. This is an interesting list. I like it. It's like this Boros aggro deck. Boros mid-range. I think it's pretty cool. They are running a lot of removal. So we have to consider with Furies, with Solitudes, he's probably going to put in more removal. Prismatic Ending from the sideboard. We could consider taking in the Kiras. I think that's worth it. Then we want to take out Svelun because Solitude is not the best place for this card. We're gonna take out the Dismembers again against the Ragavans. No need to do anything about the graveyard in this specific matchup. I'm really rarely citing all of this in here, and I don't think Brazen Boros is actually interesting. It's not good against the big dudes, but it's good against the card completes and battle skulls of this world. We don't like the Spreading Seas in this matchup. We don't want to force of negation. It doesn't really work here. And then I think we're just going to play the counter spell as a one-off. I think that's decent. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. This hand looks great. Always love the turn 1 Ether Vial. Tideshipper is not as good, of course, but we can do some tricky stuff vialing it in. Hey! Rosenberg in the chat. Nice to see you, bro. How goes? Roger and over. And thank you for the last hookup we had with the draft. That was really nice. We played 3 cube drafts. I love me some cube draft. In one sitting, one day. It took over 12 hours. Which is perfect. I want to just play Magic for 12 hours. We started playing my Nostalgia Cube. That was the first draft we did. And then we played this awesome Pauper Cube. I love me some Pauper Cube. I always draft Izzet deck in the Pauper Cube. So I can get some spells value. I didn't have the Monastery Swiftspear, which has just been included. Still really, really nice. Okay, so this is a situation where Tideshippering in is awesome. Okay, that's maybe just better. Why is he finding a mountain specifically? To not to take too much damage. Okay, Trickster is actually interesting because, of course, Trickstering is a great play. My alternative line was to play the Master and then Tideshipper in the 2/2. Then you could, of course, do something like Fury afterwards. I think actually it's better just to Trickster here. Then we get to see what we should, what we can do here. Then, I will do like this, and then we don't have to Tideshipper. Just do that next turn. Hopefully, no Stoneforge Mystic here. I'm glad there was none. Since we do the extra Tideshipper, I think I just wanna take out this mountain here and then pass the turn. Could also just pay the Tideshipper as a 2/2 and then attack for 2. Is that pretty good? So I'm considering the line of just attacking with my 2/2 and then putting down the Tideshipper and saying go. Putting pressure on him. We can potentially do a lot of damage with the end-step Master into the Glassblue Mimic copy. So I think I want to do that actually. So let's just attack here. When a Precious Life Soul, this Tideshipper doesn't really get that much better. But here it's important not to use the Master of the Pearl Trident like something stupid like getting another point of damage in, because Fury is only in sorcerer speed, which means that if I choose to, if it chooses to Fury, I can use it to save the creatures, and if I Fury in end step, he can't kill it in my turn. So something with 3 mana cost coming in here. That's the sword. Okay. That's all fine and dandy, but he's pretty all in on that plan. How much damage is this? It's insanely a lot of damage. I think I'm just gonna hit him for all his damage, and then if you want to time walk himself, he's gonna die. Okay, a little bit unfortunate, but that's how it is. We're out of the sort of fire and ice range here. I hope to draw another Lord or a Trickster or something. Oh, it was lethal. I didn't wanna I didn't wanna do the math, you know? Math is for suckers. Okay. That was pretty cool. I don't think we changed anything. I think it's pretty good. Of course we had the Island Walk. We have the most amazing card in the world, Tide Shaper, to give people Island Walk. And then the last draft we did. Ooh, this hand is sexy. Damn, son. Look at this. The problem is that it's much worse. Okay, we gotta keep this, but this hand is actually pretty horrible. Yeah. Oh, I hate this hand. I hate this so much. You know, you either violent one. He played Ragavan. You either violent one. He hit with Ragavan, plays no first Mystic. You have a counterspell that does nothing. Oh my. This could end so horribly. But I feel like we should keep it. But this is actually not a good hand. Which is insane. I don't like this. Dismember? Okay, I'm gonna take one hit. Hopefully he doesn't have a Stoneforge Mystic, then we are just boned here. Look at him go, he's so excited. Yay! I get my muck in there! This is 1-1. Oh. It's so scary when they get this Svaelun, but of course it's not Murktide, so they can't play it. Goldhound? A 1-1 first strike menace? That seems like a horrible magic card. What? Okay. No land for him. Please, enough with these God-forsaken Waterlogged Groves. Okay. We pass, and we don't counter anything. We just tap down a Ragavan. If that was his best play last turn, it's not getting that exciting. If you don't draw land here, I think we have a chance to win. Fervent Champion. I allowed, he didn't draw land. Hang on. This is a treasure dog. You can see that it's running right there on the top of that thing. Okay. Good luck with your treasure dog, bro. So he can't attack with the Fervent Champion. But he can attack with the Gold Hound for 1 damage, and that's not irrelevant. It puts us to 16, which is like the worst thing to be. Oh. Wow, he cracks his treasure token to remove my treasure to come in for 1 extra damage. No, and he forgets to attack. Ah. This is so weird. I'm confused. I'm so confused, but at least I don't have to be confused anymore. It's because you want to sack it. You want to sack that one. Lord, that's also pretty good. But here we just want to hold up Counterspell and either Vial, the Ragavan. Why didn't he attack with the Gold Hound? I'm so confused. I can feel it's like you're looking over my shoulder feeling annoyed at the moment. Will you attack for 1? No. I want to keep the Ether Vial on 2 still for some time longer. I don't want to crack the Warlock Grove because I want to have the option of countering and activating Motor Vault next turn. Could be pretty nice to do that. It's a treasure. Isn't that like this song by Bruno Mars? Treasure! Okay, that's showing my hand here. But I want to start putting pressure on him while he's stuck on lands. I think that's pretty nice to do. It's also, if I draw a land, I don't have to take the double Warlock Grove damage. Ah, that's pretty nifty. But I showed the Lord of Atlantis, so we have to play that first. And I think I want to wait 1 turn on attacking, so we have a 3/3 blocker for his Ragavan. I don't want to trade anything away right now. A Tri-Table would be great. That would be that would be pretty great. I agree. I can't understand why he's not sacrificing this creature. Oh, he has to sack it. Oh yeah, I think he created a token, but he has to sack it when he's damn ready to it. Okay, so this is where he furies. So he's gonna bait out the Fury. He knows we have the Lord, right? We're just gonna play into his hand, then he's gonna Fury and say, I'm the king of the world, and we're gonna counter it, okay? So, block like this. Do like this. The Lord of Atlantis comes in. He's gonna Fury or Burn or anything. We're gonna counter it. The alternative line was just to trade with the Adept here. Path to Exile. I don't want to counter a Path to Exile. Ooh. Still, we're gonna keep this. It's also an argument just for we can attack with the Adept here. He can double block and Trickster, and then it dies. Alternatively, we can double Lord here. That's also pretty nifty. Then we still have Counterspell up. I like that line. Also, it means we can start putting on some pressure. He doesn't know about the counterspell. So a lot has to go right here, and next turn we can attack with double Mutavol as well. Even a Fury seems bad now. He must have wondered why I didn't attack with the other Mutavol. I could have done that. But maybe he's not as intelligent as Fish Players is. What is up with this? Do 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 do. He's in the tank. This is also really exciting, right? It's the final game of this match. It doesn't get any bigger than this unless you're playing for real money in a real situation in real life. But it is exciting. It is exciting. And then of course the third draft we played was another Nostalgia Cube draft, and I drafted the most insane deck. I had this play where because I had, oh, here it comes, a Fury Evoked. I think I'm gonna counter this. This specific card is exactly the kind of card I like to counter. Get out there. Get out of here. It's not even a good Fury. But now we're just gonna alpha everything into him. Bo 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 bo. And for Tide Shapers, we keep this at 2. If I draw Tide Shaper, did not. Okay, let's start by cracking this one. I can still attack with both. Ah, there it is. It's pretty nifty, but we still want to attack with all of them. I'm glad that I said, oh no, then you can double block and first strike them out. This is actually really, really good. Yes. Then you can double block this one, and then you only take 6 points of damage. What a line, that was pretty impressive. I should maybe have figured this. That's how it is. We should not have attacked with the lords. Yeah, a lot of people would have done the same. So that was a pretty big mistake. That's how it is. We should have maybe should have let Fury resolve a monkey. Okay, we need to find more lords. But Tavara is also pretty good. That's a lord. So what happens here? I'll attack with one Mood of All, he'll double block it, and then I can lure it in. Then I can still hold Otavara up. Yeah, I like that. He's not gonna double block this. Something is up. He's gonna know this. Okay. Pretty good block by him. I think he's in the game with 1 mana in hand, right? It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's just keep Otavara up here. Don't see the reason why we should play the Ether Vial. I don't think we want to use it yet. Salty. Pretty nice. Then we have both Otavara and Salty up. And if he lords, yeah, perfect. Then we can Otavara this one. Yes, so it fizzles. And then he gets to block. Will block. And I think I want to wait. Don't want to have it vulnerable. Also means that I can subtlety something here if I need to. I don't think I need to. He drew a land. And another Gold Hound, which is of course relevant. Let's start taking this up since we have a subtlety. That's perfect. That's an absolutely amazingly well-timed draw. So this means that we can attack both Mood of Walls, and that should be lethal. He can potentially, what can happen? He can have 2 Paths of Exile, but then he takes 4 points of damage, and that would be insane if he has 2 Paths, right? How many did he use? He used 2 already. Whatever we play conservatively and just play attack with. That is a really good draw, but we are still running pretty hot. Even if we can hold up subtlety here for something stupid. Yeah, I think we just still want to do it like this. Really conservative line here. But you can't, keep doing this. We're just gonna play it really conservatively here. Yeah, now he has to just jump. He can't block all of this away, gambling on me not having anything. Attacking with everything was a risk, so that's why I'm holding it for 1 turn while holding up subtlety. Okay, he's going for it. And that's all fine. And they concedes again. Okay, so that's pretty nice. We are 3-1 in the league. I'm so sad that we didn't win the first one against Burn, but at least we are doing well here. Close game against this Boros mid-range deck, but we'll see if we can get the nice 4-1 right in a bit. Final round of the league. This is interesting. Let's see if we can get the 4-1. And we won the die roll. This hand is fine. we have, this is one of the situations where having the option of Mimic on one as a land is just, you know, nice flexibility. That's why I like to play 3 of these. I used to play only 2, but I think they're decent. And you saw in the last game how amazing it was to be able to copy. We copied the master with the Glass Mimic in a couple of situations. Oh my god, is it the mirror? All the people in the high brackets. Oh. It's Amulet Titan again. Of course it is. The final, and we beat Amulet Titan twice this Modern League already. This hand though is kind of nonsensical against a specific one. And now because we do this Violet, we really want to get that down soon. I don't want to tight tip this one yet. So let's adapt to see if we can draw the land for Svaloon next turn. Just showing master, it doesn't matter. And as Cycle says here, playing 3 games out of 5 against Amulet Titan is pretty nuts. But this guy seems to be better running. Notice here that he can already play a 4-mana spell now if he has the right land. Ah, he did not. We wanna draw the subtlety or land here. Land is great. This hand got a lot worse against this specific deck because, yeah, we're gonna have the Titan coming in next turn. So we wanna definitely get down Svaloon, and then we have the option of if we are lucky enough to draw a land, we can Trickster and Side Shaper. But this is not looking good. It's one of the matchups where we need the subtleties early under this. Look, he can already play the big giant now. Here comes Pyramid. Ooh, it's a Dryad. That's actually not the worst. But he can keep going. Double Dryad. So then he probably does not have the... But the Celestial Sanctuary is in his hand, so I don't want to tight shipper yet. Oh yeah, of course. He can play multiple lands again. Such an insane deck this. So we might be, I think if he does not resolve the Primeval Titan, I think we have a shot. Then we can play down a master, hit for 7, he goes down to 11. We draw a land to be able to do anything. Like tapping down the Trickster, because he probably wants to do the play where he uses the instant speed attack on the Titan, right? And if he can't do it this turn, he's gonna... no, he can't do that. Of course, he can do it this turn. If he can resolve the Titan, it's gonna come in. But if we have the luxury of having up mana for Trickster, so we really need to draw an island, specifically an island next turn. Okay, Pachuca Buck. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I gotta think that he does not have the Titan then. Okay, let's draw land. Island. What an amazing draw. I want to get this down, and I want to play the master. We draw a card. And now we want to hold up Trickster for his Titan play. And next turn he's dead. 12 points of damage next turn. No, also we have the Trickster. So it's 16 points of damage. Why? He's not transmuting this card. I gotta think it's coming in. Since he's not transmuting here. Or maybe he's want to bounce it here and then transmute and then, yeah, then he's gonna transmute. This makes a lot of sense, this. Oh my, now he can Valakut. That is the problem. So maybe we should have Tide Shepherd. This is, I always get so I'm considering here. Wait, we're not passing, come on. Stop passing. I always get a bit, you know, unnerved here because should we have trickstered the Dryad at some point? One of the Dryads, you know, to avoid some damage. But I just think that I have to respect the Titan. But the Titan comes in, he's gonna shoot my team anyway. We can double Lord next turn though, so if we... I think he got us here. I'll let this happen. Okay, so he's going for... Yeah, he did target the... Which one was it? We are dead. He got us. That's impressive. Got this. I don't think we could have done anything differently here. Interesting that it's a Scapeshift version. That wants me. That's of course really nice to see because then we know that it's the Titan Shift version, not the... but interesting to see that he's both running... he's running both things. That's actually pretty unnerving. Normally they don't play Scapeshift the Amulet Titan decks. So they're definitely not playing versus Saga. So I want to get this one out here. Dryads, we want to have the Dismember for the Dryads. Of course, Spreading Seas can be used against it, but it's more like a combo deck, you know? So we want to have the Counterspell in there. We want to have the Force Negation in there. We can trim on a Glassbloom Mimic. Then we can cut just one Master, that's maybe fine. Blazing Ball is actually also okay. Maybe a bit better than one of the Masters. Spreading Seas on the Valakut is horrible because he just bounces back to hand. Let's play first here. We got a Force Negation and Adept we can't play. And 2 Subtleties. Yeah, we have so many Merfolk in the deck, so I think actually I want to keep it. We can draw a Merfolk next turn, or other turns we can just attack with the Mono Vault. Pretty shady draw, but you gotta also respect that I'm really tired in my head right now, right? If I draw a Merfolk in the first couple of turns, then this is great. And we have the Force Negation to his Amulet, which is one of the key things I want to have happen in this game. Then we can pitch one Subtlety if it's Amulet coming down. It is. It looks like it's Amulet. Yes. Okay. This camera is pretty awkward now. But we'll win in 9 turns now with the Mono Vault. 9 turns, that's a pretty good clock. It's a good clock. Okay. That's a pretty annoying draw for him now. Svelun, I like it. Definitely want to get that one down here. We can still protect ourselves with Subtlety and Force Negation. Now the Dryad comes in. Are we salting the Dryad? I think we are actually. It can't be countered, but it can get Subtletied, and I think I want to do that. And now we're just going to pitch the Force Negation. He took it on top. Perfect. Dismember. So the big question... I can dismember it, so that's actually a pretty decent draw. The big question is that, do I attack with Mono Vault to make sure that I get the damage in? Or do I rather want to get lucky and see if I can draw anything here? I think I'd rather want to attack with the Mono Vault actually. Also because we can draw. Okay. I don't think it's coming anything soon, so better just to get that one down. Then if we draw a counterspell, we can play it. Slayer Stronghold. You die. Also pretty nice. Now I think I want to hold up the mana to do this. Oof, and this. Beautiful. Okay, so he got us with the Veil of Summer. That's kind of annoying. Now I feel like he has a chance again. Luckily the subtlety is really good here. Okay, so what is he going to do next turn? He's going to play the Cavern, yielding him 7 mana, so he can play the Titan next turn. So I think I have to just keep up subtlety, and hardcasting subtlety is so good. It's so good. A good point from Cycle here is actually we're also lethal here. Ooh. That doesn't change anything. No, does not. Still the best play. Giant? Might be that thing he mentioned. It's Giant. Spells can't be countered this turn, but they can put on top. It's gotta be so annoying and frustrating this. Oh, it's a 7-drop. This is gonna hurt like hell. It's gonna sting like a bee. No, escape shift. Okay, but it's not lethal, right? Oh my God almighty. Oh no. I even pitched that one later on. Oh God. I gotta say, them playing, you know, this mixed deck where I'm sitting and worrying about the Titan. Maybe it's not even Titan, maybe it's only playing Scape Shifts. And I think I pitched as Force Negation at some point. Yeah, they don't have enough lands to kill us, but they can kill this. No, they don't have enough lands to do any damage here, and we can Tide Shaper next turn. It gives them a bunch of mana, yeah. So maybe they'll play a creature afterwards. We can subtlety. But then we still, so maybe we got it. But it's you know, it's so scary have them having an escape shift here. Thank God for the Dismember on the Dryad. That's why I put in the Dismember in this matchup. Yeah, 2 cards, 10 mana. We just have to subtlety the thing we are afraid of. I think playing, you know, Amulet Titan is I think my brain would hurt so much. Do you have to have, you know, you have to have all these weird dice, right, for all the colors. Look at all this up here. You gotta hold, you know, make sure that all that works. So he has 2 spells. I just have to solitude the worst one, right? So now it can't be a Scape Shift. He has to play something big here. That's Primeval Titan, so I'm gonna counter that. He can play another one. So the other card here was Someone's Pact, which means he can play another one. Oh. That's GG. Yeah. So they had Someone's Pact and Primeval Titan. Hats off to them. So the Titan player got us in the end. I don't think we could have let the Primeval Titan attack either, right? Maybe actually we should have let it resolve the Primeval Titan. What would have happened then? He could have attacked with Slayer Stronghold. But that wouldn't matter. Yeah. No, he couldn't do Valakut stuff. Yeah. I think, you know, we know they had 2 cards, and letting the Primeval Titan resolve is so dangerous. Then and we don't have unblockable with Sphere Loon at that point. So it would be a 6/6 blocker. So I think the right play was I think it probably was correct to see it. I don't think you can second guess yourself too much. But well played by the man. Hawk Pog. It takes a lot to beat the fish on the good old Mono Titan deck. I'll let him play it out here because I think he's having a great time, right? I'm cool like that. How big is this guy now? 10-10? Yeah, I agree, Cycle. If we knew that he had these 2 cards specifically, we could have done it. We could have, you know, then would have been the right play. Damn, we have 12 viewers in the chat. Nice to have you here, guys. And with 12 viewers in the chat, we get ramped by the good old Titans. And I think he's doing it here. Perfect. I think well done, sir. And I'll let him have it. And I gotta say, for everybody watching, thanks for watching. This will be the last game. I am soon going to sleep. So, a Boros Grazer. Let's see if we can do it. Can you do it? Come on, baby. No! 2 more triggers. I'll let him do it fine. But it was a really nice run. We managed to get a 3-2 with Merfolk here. But the first loss was really tight against Burn. One player would have swung it, where we should have subtletied a Monster Swift Spear in the first round. And then we had some really good games against Amulet Titan, beating them. So I gotta say that great run, and even though we lose here, it's a really close loss. So I think the Merfolk deck is, I gotta say, really performing well. Oh, he snatches up. So I'm satisfied with the list, and thanks for watching. Of course, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/dracowing/c/dracowing. You see it right there. If you want to follow me live, you can see the Twitch TV/dracowing. I really recommend you following me there as well. It's always fun having people in the chat, and I'm glad that we have so many people coming in live today. And of course, on Twitter, I post all sort of nonsense. So when I do, screenshots, for example, from my cube draft like this screenshot, look at this. This is the cube draft I talked about. So when I post screens like this, you want to follow me on Twitter, and look at this. So this is me in turn two. In turn 1, I play a mountain, Mox Sapphire, Mana Crypt, and Suchi. This is my nostalgia cube, so it's only old school cards. Then turn 2, I can play. It's old border, all old border. So Dreadhorde Arcanist can come down. That's absolutely fine. I'll play that in turn 2. I actually drew a mountain, so I could both play the Dreadhorde Arcanist and the Wheel of Fortune. And that guy over there, he's playing one land. That felt so amazing. That was actually Roger Nova, so he was sad about that. Ah, God. But you could see it. I have to do it like this. Sorry. This is the screenshot. Look at this. So, old border nostalgia cube. When I put this on Twitter, so you want to follow me there if you want to see stuff like this. We play live. This is just an amazing turn 1, right? Mountain, Mox Sapphire, Mana Crypt into Suchi. That's a dream, right? Turn 1 Suchi. 4/4. You gotta love this card. You gotta love it. Suchi is one of my favorite cards. The art is also amazing. You can see it here. A 4/4/4, and then it goes to the graveyard. You gain 4 colorless mana. This used to be a drawback because of mana burn, but now it's just nice because now you can use the mana for something else and you can sacrifice it and stuff like that. But it's just really cool card. And I got that out fast, and then I could play the Dreadhorde Arcanist because I drew the mountain, and then I could play the Wheel of Fortune, and discarding my opponent's hand. He has 7 cards in hand, I have only the island. That was like game, just right there. Love old border cube. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be checking out, and see you next time. Bye bye.